The map we found at Hope Root contains a valuable clue. I just know it. Give me some time and I'll decipher the code and figure it out. One thing is already clear. King Nantharian and his allies aren't done with Westweald yet. I won't know for sure until I finish deciphering Nantharian's notes, but Athelia is still at large. The Daedric incursions haven't stopped, and Recollection forces are thick as Horvors on carrion around Aleid ruins. They're looking for something. When I think of Aleids, I think of magic. Welkin stones, portals, ancient relics, things that would be dangerous in the wrong hands. But how it fits into Nantharian's plans, I don't know. Think you could help me piece it together, friend? Tribune Alea and Laramil can use your help. The Tribune is worried about an attack at Feldagard Keep, and Laramil thinks it's important to investigate the Outcast Inn. See what you can do to help them, then come back here. Feldagard Keep is one of the largest fortresses in the Colovian Highlands. It's absolutely vital to the defense of Westweald. Tribune Alea went there after you found that report at Hope Root. She's concerned the Recollection plans an attack, friend. An attack on the fortress by Recollection forces sounds pretty urgent, but if Laramil thinks you're needed somewhere, that's probably important too. Since you can't be in two places at once, maybe just flip a coin? Well, in addition to the memory you saw of Athelia heading toward the inn, Laramil says there are tangled threads of fate converging in that area. Whatever's going on there, you need to help Laramil figure it out. Athelia is the reason behind all these occurrences. We need to understand what she's doing and why. But if we lose Feldagard Keep to a Recollection assault, Skingrad might be next. Both are equally important, so you'll just have to choose.
Clearly, defending Feldagard Keep is important. But if Athelia visited the Outcast Inn, we must investigate. Besides, I sense a strange convergence of threads of fate there. You must choose, Proxy. I shall meet you at the inn when you arrive.
Yeah! Did you hear? The King of Vashabar. He's the leader of the Recollection.
I knew those Vashabar would else were to blame for all this.
If you have a weapon, I need a hand. Good, you came. After we finished at Hope Root, I raced to Feldagard Keep to warn them about the report we found. But as you can hear, the battle already rages on. If only we'd found that Recollection report earlier. Daedric forces seek to overwhelm the Legion cohort defending the Keep. The legionaries here are capable, but there's something about this attack. We can't let the Keep fall. I need to get inside and help them. In addition to defending the major roads to the north and east, its proximity to the devastated area and the new forest make it integral to the protection of the Weald Heartland. What say you? Care to take a Legion commission and help me end this? We need to take stock of the situation before we head inside. Stumbling into a fight blindly never ends well. There's an overlook east of the Keep. Locals usually run a small market there. We can get a good view of the Keep from that location. It was a reconnaissance report to the Recollection leaders. Contained all kinds of information about Feldagard Keep. The kind of information you collect before launching an attack. I assumed I'd find Recollection forces here, but they send Daedra. I did a little scouting before you arrived and immediately ran into a squadron of Daedra. Shardborn Dremora from the looks of it, but other Daedra as well. Now I want to head to the Overlook and get a better view of the current situation. The Legion built the Keep late in the First Era as part of Riemann Cyrodiil's initial Imperial expansion. It's seen quite a few battles over the centuries. Now we use it to protect the trade roads and to keep an eye on the new forest.
Yeah.
Head to the market overlook. We'll take stock of the situation there. Damn, they breached the wall. Let's talk strategy, comrade. Damn. The Daedric have surrounded the keep and breached the fort's outer wall. The situation is worse than I thought. We need to get in there and help them. The legionaries barricaded the area past the breach. Can't go through there. There's a side entrance to the southwest. It's obscured by overgrowth, so there's a good chance it hasn't been noticed. We'll try that way. Then we find Commander Marion. Marion commands the troops stationed at Feldagard. He's stubborn, but has an excellent tactical mind. He'll know exactly how we can help once we get in there. The door is recessed between a gap and some rocks. I wouldn't call it a hidden entrance, but it's easy to miss if you don't know about it. I'll point it out. Once inside, we'll find Commander Marion. He'll tell us how we can help. Tough as forged iron and sharp as a rapier. I've seen him devise amazing strategies and accomplish seemingly impossible tactics. He loves Colovia and will defend it with everything he's got. With him in charge, those Daedra are in for a fight. The door is behind that gap in the rocks. Stay alert while we look for Commander Marion.
Commander! They're climbing over the walls! We can't...
Tribune! Praise the gods, we can use your help.
He's up on the wall. How can we help, Commander?
Stendar's blood, it's good to see you. We need all the swords we can get. And anyone traveling with Tribune Alea is always welcome in a fight. Those Daedra are pummeling us. I need something done to hold them back. The most immediate threat is that they are slipping in all over the keep. I need to contain them in one spot if I'm going to bring my forces to bear. If we slow their progress and cut off their entry points, they'll regroup at the breach in the wall. Since my soldiers are up to their ears in Daedra, you're gonna slow down the assault. Go around the keep and reset some traps that we planted. As you do that, burn the ropes those Daedra are using to climb over the walls. You'll have to cut down an enemy or two, no question. But your primary objective is to reset those traps and burn those ropes. My legionaries can handle the rest. After that, meet me in the main courtyard. If you have questions, make them quick. They are Daedra. They look funny, smell weird, and don't give a damn about dying. Call themselves Shardborn, but otherwise haven't made any demands. They want my keep. I'll bring every stone here down upon their heads before I let that happen. We need to cut off their access points and slow down their advance through the keep. Since they're using ropes to scale the walls, burning them is essential, and the traps should slow them down. With any luck, they'll regroup at the breach.
That'll stop any Daedra, if they have legs.
Got your back. Your gear's looking pretty rough.
Careful! You need those hands to fight.
Let's go.
Didn't even know Daedra could climb ropes. I hope this makes them mad.
You asked for it.
That's all of the traps. I hope they hurt. That's all the ropes I can see. Good work. Commander, the ballista's destroyed. They'll breach the courtyard soon.
Blasted clever Daedra. Meet me in the courtyard.
Let the legionaries handle the Daedra. We need to reach the commander.
We'll guard this passage and fend off any Daedra.
The courtyard is through those doors.
Staying on top of repairs. I like it.
Tribune, get that ballista in working order. Mercenary, you get the fun part. We thought those barricades would hold longer. Those blasted Daedra broke through when our backs were turned and damaged our last ballista. My legionaries set up another barricade, but it may not last for long. That's where you come in, mercenary. If the Daedra can't get close to the barricade, they can't knock it down. So we'll set it on fire. My legionaries already brought up oil. I need you to pour it over the barricade. Soak it well, then come back here. Tribune Alea will repair the ballista while you douse the barricade in oil. Once it's ready, launch a flaming bolt into the oil and set it ablaze. That should hold their advance and create a kill zone. After that, use the ballista at will. I gave you an order, mercenary. Get to it. Grab that oil that's behind you first. I'll walk you through everything else. No plan is ever certain, and we don't have time for maybes and whatabouts. I didn't become a commander in the Imperial Legion by second-guessing myself, and I won't be questioned by a hired mercenary. Now get to it. Grab that bucket of oil first! Now pour the oil around the barricades! Tribune, take lookout. Mercenary, finish repairing the ballista. The parts are by the back wall.
Commander, I see 2 legionaries trapped outside the barricade.
That did it! Now arm that ballista, target the oil, and set it ablaze. Now crush
Better
those
luck next
Daedra!
time. Oh, wait.
No! We lost the legionary.
Let's make this quick.
Nice targeting, mercenary! Get ready for the next wave!
We lost the legionary. There's too many Daedra.
Who's better than us? Nobody.
Keep it up! I see another wave approaching! That's it for the ballista!
Let's
Tribune,
knock
look
some
sharp!
heads.
Daedra emerging through the north door. With me, comrade.
Get down there and find out where they're coming from.
Comrade, you're with me. We crushed the Daedra's frontal assault and stopped them from getting past the barricade. But the ones who emerged from the barracks, where did they come from? Living quarters. The barracks extend beneath the keep, and a dungeon is below that. I'm not sure how the Daedra could get in down there, but we should take a look. There's one more curious thing about this assault. Where's the Daedric commander? This attack is much too coordinated to not have a leader. Find the commander, and maybe we can sever the head of this army. Let's search the barracks for another breach. And keep watch for any Daedra that looks to be in charge. How are the barracks crawling with Daedra?
You're dead. Ballista storage. See that lift? It brings them up into the courtyard.
weren't keeping score, were you? Me neither.
We're near the armory. Let's hope they haven't found it.
That'll teach them not to cross us.
The armory's just through those doors. Be ready for anything. That must be their commander. Keep low.
Go! Take your forces and capture the keep. I will gather reinforcements in Miramor.
As you command, Shard Marshal Vargas.
We need to talk, comrade. I wondered when Shard Marshal Vargas would turn up again. I still owe her for Rustwall. And she has a new sword. Did you see how it opened a portal? Brought in reinforcements from someplace she called Miramor. We need to take that blade. Usually I'd leap the railing and rush into battle, but who knows what else that blade can do. I'd rather not be turned into a mud crab or something. Let's split up. If we attack her from two sides, we'll split her focus. Then we can take her down. Go around the side to that gateway across from here. I'll distract the commander, then you attack and grab the blade. It's important we do this before she opens another portal. If reinforcements come through, we'll have a bigger fight on our hands. I could still leap this railing and rush her if you think that would work. No, let's stick with the plan I outlined. Once you're in position at the gateway, I'll distract the Shard Marshal. Let's do this. Some Oblivion plane? Look, I know as much about Daedra as I do magecraft, which is absolutely nothing. But I've heard these Shardborn mention the place. Maybe that's where they come from. We can ask her all about it after we take that blade.
Better luck next time. Oh,
I'll
wait.
tackle her in! Follow us!
An attack? You dare!
Give me that blade, Vargas!
Take Abolisher if you can, mortal! No! Kill them, my shardborn! Recover Abolisher! The shardborn are endless, mortal! More! I need more warriors!
She called the blade Abolisher. It's all yours, comrade.
Abolisher will be mine again, mortals. We shall definitely meet again.
Perhaps I'll ask about the portal later. Right now, I want to know if the keep is secure.
You give the report, comrade.
The battle out here appears to be over, except for a few straggling Daedra. Are we in the clear? What did you find in the barracks? And how did you wind up emerging from a portal? Portals under the keep. That's an unexpected tactic. But I'm glad you and the Tribune took care of it. Without reinforcements, the remaining Daedra shouldn't pose too much of a problem for my legionaries. As safe as can be expected. We are a military installation, after all. We'll wipe out the remaining Daedra, then begin rebuilding the keep. I expect Tribune Alea will want a final word or two with you before you go. After this beating, who can say? Daedra don't behave in any rational way that I ever noticed. But we'll shore up the barricades, rebuild the wall. And there's always my tried and true methods. Fire and traps. Always go with proven tactics, I say.
You didn't hesitate to leap through the portal after me. You do this sort of thing pretty regularly, don't you? Shard Marshal Vargas got away, though. That's on me. I swear I'll get her next time. But that place... the sky looked like cracked glass. Mirrormore. What a desolate place. Did the Shardborn come from there? Maybe Baragon or Laramil can tell us more. We should also have them examine the blade. What did Vargas call it? Abolisher. Huh. Would it be all right if I took the sword to them? I'll help bury the dead and then take Abolisher to Skingrad. Maybe Laramil or Baragon can make sense of it. I want you to know I appreciate your help here, comrade. Take this and consider your commission with the Legion over. For now. Let's keep news about Abolisher between us until we're back in Skingrad. I don't want thieves or Recollection agents to get any ideas while I'm traveling. Return to Baragon's townhouse as soon as you can. I have a feeling this is far from over. A sense that things are going to get worse before they get better. Recollection cultists prowling the region, Daedra boldly attacking the keep, magical blades that open portals as easily as I can open a door. Something bigger is coming. I know it.
We still have some Daedra stragglers to round up, but my legionaries can handle them. Feel free to take 3 or 4 down on your way out, if you're so inclined. And mercenary, thank you.
Ready to ride.
Ha!